Cheeseburgers are the food icon of summer grilling, but they go way beyond just meat stuffed between two pieces of bread. I've got 4 of the best recipes that savor the flavor of grilled cheeseburgers in the most surprising ways. I am starting off strong with the ultimate cheeseburger. It is called the Juicy Lucy. This is a Midwestern classic. It's cheese stuffed between 2 pieces of meat, and the inside becomes like molten lava of cheese. It's gonna be so good. What I love about this recipe is that the ingredients are few and simple, and it really just highlights the flavor of the meat and cheese together. So super rich, but just a fun twist on a cheeseburger. So we're starting with our ground meat, and I'm gonna season it up simply with just salt, pepper, a little garlic powder, and Worcestershire. I'm gonna give it a mix. You don't wanna overmix, just get it just enough to where the seasoning is evenly distributed. And then I'm gonna form it into 8 patties. We are making 4 burgers, but you need 8 patties. I'm gonna make the 4 bottom patties slightly larger than the top. That way I can seal them up, because the key to this burger working is that it needs to be tightly sealed. And now for the cheese. The cheese gets to be the star of the show, gets to show off in this cheeseburger. And for this, I'm just using a simple sharp cheddar cheese. The flavor is gonna be so rich and it's perfect with the burger. I'm gonna take each slice of cheese and cut it into 4 squares. And then each burger is going to get 6 of the little squares of cheese. We're gonna pile it into the center. Then we're gonna form 4 more patties and place them right on top. And then you're gonna take that slightly larger patty on the bottom and just kind of pinch it upwards. It just kind of creates a little better seal. It's like a little cheese surprise inside. All right, now time to grill them up. Now here's the deal, when you're cooking these, if you are a person that loves a rare to medium rare burger, you can't really do that with this, okay? Because in order for the cheese to melt, you've got to get it cooked through. So these are gonna be more on the medium well to well done side. Sorry, not sorry. The cheese pull is gonna be worth it. You also don't wanna smash these and risk, that cheese oozing out on the grill. For the build, we are keeping the burger the star of the show, so the accoutrements are minimal. We're gonna do a little burger sauce, whichever your favorite is, or just mayonnaise and mustard. A little on the bottom, a little on the top. And then classically in this burger, it's just onion and pickles. So that's what I'm doing. And now for the Juicy Lucy. It's a big burger. I so wanna smash it, but I can't. Let's see if we did it right. That's a Juicy Lucy. You ever seen such a thing? This is way more than a piece of meat between 2 pieces of bread. All about that cheese. Might need some napkins. That is so flipping good. The cheese is so creamy and it almost gives like a buttery flavor to that meat. That is so rich, and then you just get that little bit of the onion and pickle that kind of cuts the richness. It's the perfect amount of topping, and it really lets this be the star of the show. You're gonna need to make this one. Cheeseburger smashed tacos are up next. This is an example of one of those social trends that have stuck, at least with me. I have done these on pitas as tacos, and they're just perfect. It's just like a fun way to eat a burger and a taco, which happen to be 2 of my favorite things. So here we go. I'm gonna start by making a burger sauce. So we are gonna keep all the flavors cheeseburger style, but the package is a taco. So I'm gonna start with a little bit of mayonnaise. To that, some ketchup, and then a little bit of mustard. And then a little bit of relish and a little hot sauce. Hot sauce, not typically in burger sauce, but always on a taco. So that goes in. All right, and this is going to go right on top. You wanna go ahead and get this done ahead of time because these cook super fast. Now, this is the part that kind of like freaks people out, but I think you trust me by now. And for that, I say trust the process too. So you're gonna take your tortillas and we're gonna just smash our meat right onto the tortillas. And so you're gonna spread the meat into a thin layer all the way to the edges because it's gonna shrink up as it cooks. And you want it to be just a really thin layer. Once your meat's pressed all the way to the edges, then you're gonna season it, and I'm just doing simple salt and pepper. Remember, these patties are really thin, so you don't need like a thick layer of salt or it'll be too salty, if that's even a thing. For meal prep, you could go ahead and prep this and just stack them on top of each other with a little parchment or wax paper in between. Keep these in the fridge, and then they're ready to go. Because you don't want to be doing all this when you're trying to entertain and have fun. I can already tell you I'm gonna want a cold beer with this one. All right, so you wanna have your grill really hot. Again, these are gonna cook really fast, and you wanna get some color on the first side. They're gonna do most of the cooking just on this side. The patty is so thin, it's going to be fully cooked through just by cooking it on this first side. So don't be coming at me telling me it's raw on the other side, it's not. Once we flip them, we're gonna top them with some cheese, I'll make this one extra cheesy. You wanna just lay the whole slice directly on top, and then when you fold it over, it's gonna have that nice gooey center. Now you top it how you like your burgers. And for me, it's lots of lettuce, a little onion, and then our burger sauce, which has the dill pickle in it. Oh yeah, extra cheesy. I love how they get like toasty grilled around the edges, just like what you love like in a quesadilla. Taco shell might be better than a bun, just saying. You know that looks so good. I can already tell you, this is probably gonna be my favorite one of the day. I love this so much. It's one of those, I can't explain it. You just have to try this. Try it with whatever flavor combination you want. Try it with ground turkey if you want, ground chicken. It just works. The crispiness around the edge, that's the part that you just don't get in a burger bun, you know? Love it. I just need you to make this. Cheeseburger smash taco. For the win. For my next cheeseburger trick, cheesy bacon ranch sliders. So you're starting out with your meat, and we're gonna season it up with ranch seasoning and then just a little salt and pepper. The ranch seasoning has salt in it, so you don't need a ton of salt, but I do like a lot of pepper. I've done these before in the oven, and what I love to do when I'm making slider burgers is to make one big patty. In this case, I'm gonna do 2 smaller patties because it's gonna be a little easier to handle on the grill, but it's a lot easier than making, 12 baby patties and having to do it that way. So you know the shape of the rolls, and so we're going to make our patties in rectangular shape, slightly bigger than the rolls because they do shrink when they cook. So I'm just gonna divide this mixture in half. All right, patties are ready for the grill. I'm gonna go ahead and get our sauce made. So I'm just using ranch dressing, and then I'm gonna kick it up with a little bit of hot sauce. You could do Chipotle sauce or something like that, but I think like a kicked up ranch is gonna be perfect on this. So this is gonna be our ketchup mayonnaise situation. All right, then I'm gonna go ahead and get my rolls sliced. You wanna cut it, in one piece. Perfect, and I'm gonna grill this slightly just to toast up the inside a little bit. Only takes like 5 seconds. Told you. Now it's ready for our meat. And now just cover each patty with slices of cheddar. We're gonna make them cheesy. All right, these are just about cooked through, so I'm just going to turn the grill down and let them finish while the cheese melts. All right, starting with a little of our hot sauce ranch down on the bottom. Patty 1. Oh, it looks amazing, as is right here, right now, but we're about to make it even better. Bacon, because cheesy bacon. I've chopped the bacon because you don't want your knife to have to struggle between these little sliders to cut a piece of bacon. Plus you'll get a little bit in every bite, and that's what you want. So chop the bacon, chop the onion so that you get a little bit in every bite, and then go in with a little more ranch and some pickle. So I'm gonna do 12 slices of pickle so that each kind of burger gets one. Oh, these are making me happy. And on with our tops. There we have our cheesy bacon ranch sliders. Those look so good, if I do say so myself. These are not your baby sliders. This one is hearty, it's filling, crowd pleaser. These are gonna fly. You're gonna probably wanna make a few trays of these. Thought the last one was gonna be my favorite. Now I think this one's gonna be my favorite. Look at those. Gooey, gooey, perfect bites. A little creamy ranch in there. We're gonna get the little bite of bacon. Cheers. Hands down, probably one of the best sliders I've ever made and had. Oh, good. And for my final trick, cheeseburgers, but make them healthy. Maybe healthier. We're making cheeseburger bowls. It's like a salad with a cheeseburger on top. Lettuce is going to be the base, and I just happen to love extra lettuce on my burgers. And from there, it's whatever toppings you like on your burger are going to be your toppings for your burger bowl. I like a lot of different texture and a lot of crunch in my bowls, so I'm going to do some pickles and just chop those up. To keep the pickle extra crunchy, I like to remove this line of seeds sometimes. Just kind of keeps it all about the crunch. Okay, and then I'm also going to have another burger sauce as our dressing. A little different than the past one. However, it does start with mayonnaise. A little ketchup. And then I like a little vinegar, kind of thins it out. A little sriracha to give it a kick. Some Worcestershire. And then I'm doing a little sweet relish here to balance out the salty and spicy. I'm gonna give that a mix, and then I'm gonna thin it out with a little pickle juice, just so it's more pourable like a dressing. In case you can't tell by now, I love pickles, especially when it comes to cheeseburgers. Maybe a little salt and pepper, just a pinch of salt. Now, That is gonna be delicious. You may have seen these cheeseburger salads or bowls done in the skillet where you just like cook ground beef and you kind of flavor it up with some of the things you season your burgers with, but we are going to cook actual cheeseburgers and chop them up for the salad. You definitely get more of the cheeseburger experience this way, plus you get the help from the smoky grill. So I'm just going to make patties. So you would just do as many patties as you want, bowls or salads. I just think it tastes more like the cheeseburger experience. And then I like to just season the outside when I grill my burgers sometimes. So I just do salt, pepper, and a little granulated garlic. I just like the crust that it gives when you do it this way versus like seasoning the whole meat mixture. All right, hot grill, and we grill our burgers. Oh, and I meant to tell you while you're cooking these, go ahead and pop some French fries in the air fryer. You're gonna need them too. These are going to have such good flavor, so juicy. Let's build our bowls. I love to start with a crunchy lettuce when it comes to my burgers. I want something super crunchy. Normally I would like an iceberg, but in this bowl, just to add a little nutrition too, I'm gonna go with a mix of leaf lettuce and romaine lettuce. Romaine kind of gives you that crunch, and then the leafy lettuce, just that beautiful color. And I like to kind of shred it up like you would on a burger. Some tomato, pickle. I'm also using some of the crunchy like fried onions. You could also do the raw onion here, but I thought this would add just some great crunch and kind of contrast, something different. It's kind of like your croutons. And instead of the burger bun, every burger loves a fry, so why not chop some of these up on there? It's a vegetable. These are nice and seasoned. It's just gonna be a delicious little surprise. All right, and then our burger. And now we make it a cheeseburger. And then our special dressing. Come on, that looks so good. I do find it's easier to get prettier cuts of an avocado when you peel it after you slice it. It stays intact. Otherwise, you're always fighting with the skin. Serve this to me as a salad any day. I mean, look at it. That is a thing of beauty and perfect bites. It's full of protein. What can be bad? This is a salad that's going to fill you up though. I mean, it's got everything going on. Burger, cheese. You definitely want to serve your cheeseburgers up salad style, because this is amazing. I might have even saved the best for last. All I gotta say is next time you get the craving for a cheeseburger, try serving it up in one of these more fun ways. You will thank me later. And I think Jimmy Buffett would be proud of these. Cheeseburger in paradise. You knew it was coming. We really went to paradise with our cheeseburgers. I think Jimmy Buffett would be proud. Don't you?